boy's mind. I used to come and visit Fred before I worked here. He was my favourite resident in the park. So the first thing I did when I got the job was obviously come in to say hello to him. He absolutely hated me. He is actually the animal that has taken the most blood from me in the whole time that I've been here. But when I started here, I had pure white blonde hair. So as you can see, I've made a drastic change, and here me and Fred are today. Worked an absolute treat, and I would not trade it for the world. So much like we see on the internet, these birds are incredibly smart. They can learn to talk, they can learn to mimic, they can learn how to do different puzzles. They are incredibly intelligent, so much so that they are as smart as an 8-year-old child. So if you have any brothers or sisters, nieces or nephews, daughters, if you're 8 years old yourself, that is how clever this man is. He does normally spit out a few things, but in front of big crowds he does get a little bit shy. His favourite things to say are scratch cocky, hello Fred, what's your name mate, probably want a cracker, a few things I can't say while I've got the uniform on, and he still loves to scream. So as you guys wander around the park today and you come and say hello to Fred, there's a high chance he'll say hello straight back. Without mating with me would be preferable. Fred also learnt to talk when us Australians had a very profound accent. To put his age into perspective, he did live through both of the wars, and during that time we had a much proper professional sounding accent, nothing like that anymore. Fred still has that accent to this day. However, at the moment we are in cruise ship season, which is when we get all of our American friends visiting, and of course they come and talk to Fred. So in these next 3 to 5 months, Fred will slowly start to develop an American accent, which is one of my favourite things in the world. Hey, what do you reckon? I should mention it's not uncommon for cockatoos to live over 100 years of age. Out in the wild, they are generally expected to live to between 40 to 60 years. Out in the wild, they can succumb to disease, be hit by cars, attacked by other animals. But in captivity, if our cockatoos are well looked after, reaching over 100 years of age is not special. It is quite common, but the oldest living cockatoo in the world lived to 134, and Fred is going to double that, I promise you. Hey, aren't you? You're being a very good dancer. Were there any questions about Fred or cockatoos at all before we move on? No? No questions? You gonna say bye? You gonna say bye? I'll pop him back on the branch without mating. Alrighty.